Saturday, August 12th, 2023. I brought about 20 cans of wet food to go with a big bucket of kibble and 2 jugs of fresh water for the street cats today. There's always a large crowd of hungry kitties on Saturday. The kitties were on edge like they usually are in this neighborhood. They're keeping their eyes open for speeding cars, loose dogs, and human beings with evil in their heart. There have been a few loose dogs recently, and I noticed Rookie, one of the friendliest street cats, had a bite mark on his neck. That's why most street kittens don't survive because of the loose dogs. I also tend to believe that many kittens get caught unexpectedly, hiding under the hood of cars and in the wheel wells of parked cars. Every decision made by these street cats is of the utmost importance and critical to their survival. A cat won't risk its safety looking for food if they know a good meal, me, is for sure coming. One reason why I feed the cats once per day and not in the evenings is because there's too much dangerous activity during those hours and during most hours. I don't want the street cats out there expecting me during the day when there are cars, trucks, and hateful people going this way and that. A street cat is much less likely to venture from their safe hiding spot if they know there's a guaranteed meal coming at 4 a.m. When I was done with feeding the regular colony today, I went down the street through the construction and fed the tortie who is by herself, PK. She's the skinniest street cat because I only feed her on weekends. During the week, PK has to fend for herself. She stands by the office workers having lunch and begs for food. My inside cat, Kirk, survived for years like this. Kirk was forced to munch on the occasional bird as well. One of the only street cats I've ever seen do so, and he only did it because he had to. Today, I brought PK a can of canned salmon to go with her regular pate. I gave her about half the can of salmon and gave the rest to Mama Swirl, who's in the same area over there. The decent young person, the only decent young person who is here, who grew up here and doesn't live here anymore, was in the parking lot today when I was feeding the cats. He was hanging out with some of his friends, like normal people do. Other young people here, they don't even have friends. The other young people here I've never seen hang out with anybody, but this kid, I don't really have anything bad to say about him because he's always been respectful to me. You know, that's the number one rule. If you show respect, you give respect. And I don't care if he's in the parking lot and I don't care if he's hanging out with his friends. It's no matter to me. However, the other kid with the white car has been and said some of the most disrespectful things anyone has ever said to me. And I'm 20 years older than him. I'm the probably the only college graduate he'll ever know. And the only reason he quote unquote knows me is because he's been stalking and harassing me for 4.5 years. I wouldn't even realize this guy exists or be able to tell him apart from the other chubby fucker on the other white car if he wasn't yelling outside my apartment, making threatening hand gestures on my security camera, and straight up stealing my internet. He's not even allowed to live here, probably from harassing the residents. And how pathetic can a young man be, not only to grow up and spend your teens and early 20s in such a drab environment, but to also come back to your parents' one-bedroom apartment every single day, even if you're not allowed to live there. If anyone could have benefited from a boys or girls club or any extracurricular activity growing up, it would have been this scumbag. Why would he want to continue to come back and spend every single day in a one-bedroom apartment with multiple adults? That's a sorry state of existence if I ever did see one. Management is actually considering having him criminally trespassed. Where would he go then? He'd have to venture to a park or a library. He'd have to leave the only place he's apparently comfortable. During the first year I lived here, this kid's dad called me a chronic and a dealer just because I smoked pot. Well, I just caught your son stealing my internet red-handed. Who's really the criminal? Management is talking about having him criminally trespassed because of harassing residents. Who's really the criminal in this situation? The 43-year-old guy living by himself, minding his own business, or the four or five adults living in a single one-bedroom harassing him? Who's really causing excess use of the plumbing? Why is the dumpster full every single day? because the plumbing, the dumpster, it's not made to handle this many people, this many personalities. And also, if you are going to live that way, you damn well better gain some humility and not walking around like you're Tony freaking Montana. Because if you're sleeping in your car, you're not Tony Montana, and you're far from it. He washes his car every Saturday. His car, he's claimed, I'm not homeless, I have car. And he washes it with the apartment's water. He claims he doesn't live here, but he uses the apartment's water for free every Saturday. Proud of his car, washing it, his mobile home that he sleeps in. That kid's not winning. And if you want to win in life, don't do what he does. My name is Gregory Brandt, aka Mr. G. For me and my street cats, have a good Saturday.